Mike Perry will be fighting Thiago Alves in BKFC on April 27th. Perry posted this to X. He wrote, April 27th, Bare Knuckle FC. What y'all think about this? I hope you watch because I put a lot into this. I get to battle these men with great pride and resilience to prove who is the tougher throughout history. Platinum is here to reign. Be proud of your life's work. Darren Till reposted it. He wrote, no one is going to watch this. Perry fired back saying, I'm getting stronger. First main event in the Platinum Pit will be open to you, Darren. We can make the fight happen after all these years, and gloves will be involved, just not big ones. All boxers tap in. Henry Cejudo thinks Max Holloway should be pulled from his UFC 300 BMF title fight against Justin Gaethje. Speaking to MMA Junkie, Henry said, I think they should probably get Max Holloway out of the fight with Justin Gaethje and give him that fight in Spain. You fight a guy like Justin Gaethje's a dude that will hurt you, and you will not be the same. He's done it to Tony Ferguson. He's done it to a lot of people. It's lights out when you fight a guy like Justin Gaethje. I think sometimes you got to save these guys from themselves. If I'm in that position, if I'm Dana White, the UFC, it's like, hey, go through Max Holloway. Alex Pereira makes a grand entrance in Glover Teixeira's gym.
Pô, cara, cadê o patrão? Atrasado, meu irmão. Pô, 5 minutos já atrasado, esse cara tá...
Geral se aquecendo ali, esperando pro sparring. Cadê o homem, velho?
Até agora.
Ô, patrão.
Pô, foi mal, Glover. 5 minutos aí. Tem problema algum? Tem problema ou não? 5 minutinhos já atrasado, não? Eu acho que não, né? Acho que não, hein?
Chega só 2 minutos
mais cedo.
Só 2 minutos mais cedo, né, patrão?
Michael Bisping and Laura Sanko discuss Belal Muhammad's strategy in trying to get a title shot. They agree that the way Belal goes about it can be annoying, and he's almost a meme at this point. However, he does deserve the title shot.
It might happen at 302, 303, 304. It's probably going to happen. Belal cannot be denied. Okay, and I just hope it happens soon.
I know.
For Belal, for Leon, for my mental clarity, because I'm sick of bloody hearing about it. Fair play to Belal Muhammad. He's campaigning. He's putting his case forward.
Yeah.
Right? Ad nauseum might be a saying that springs to mind.
You have to, though. I mean, if he was sitting back quietly, that's not going to get the job done. You have to become, a little annoying about stuff sometimes. I speak from experience.
Oh yeah, you do get annoying at times.
I know.
No, you're absolutely right. He does deserve it. He does. And it's funny because we all, and Belal's one of the nicest guys you'll meet. He really is a class act. I've never had a single issue. I've never seen him. I've never heard about a single issue. I've never heard about him being disrespectful to anybody. It's just kind of becoming a meme at this point, isn't it? You know what I mean? Which is really unfair because he fights his off, took the undefeated record against Sean Brady, beat Gilbert Burns. Anybody else, it would be time. So time will tell.
Aljamain Sterling trains with the streamer Neon.
Yes. Straight leg. Bro, yeah, I don't...
Tap. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna hurt. I'm telling you, tap, bro. Tap. Yeah.
Can I feel the bicep?
Go ahead, bro.
Yo, bro.
Alex Pereira wants to train with Israel Adesanya. Alex says that he does not believe the UFC will book the two against each other again, so might as well train together and improve each other's games. Alex said anything can happen. Maybe he and the organization have the interest to book that fight again. I'm here, but I think it's over. I don't know. I'd even train with him if I had the opportunity. He's very experienced. He's done what he's done, and I'm also very experienced and have been doing many things. It's two styles that have similar things, but many things that can add a lot to our games. I really wanted to fight him again, but I honestly think it's over now. I don't know. I think it's over. I've tried to call him out. It was my belt on the line. I came to the UFC and did 3 fights to get the belt, and it was a huge risk for me. It was hard. Since I wanted to do this rubber match so much, Adesanya and I, if he were to move up to light heavyweight, and maybe people said he had to fight once before fighting for my belt, I wouldn't want that because there's a risk of him losing. How am I going to fight a guy that has lost? No, come straight at me. But he showed no interest, so I kind of let it go. Following his unanimous decision loss to Vitor Petrino at UFC Vegas 87 last night, Tyson Pedro retired from MMA. At the post-fight press conference, Tyson opened up about his financial struggles.
It's been on my mind a little bit lately, mainly just being away from my daughter, you know. It's been away from probably 12 months in the last 2.5 years from my wife and baby, so that's obviously my choice, going over to New Zealand. I know that's where I'm going to be the best mixed martial artist. You put in all the costs, put on the costs to my family. Probably just can't do it anymore. With the deductions and the loss of the fight tonight, I'm probably going to have to rob someone in the car park, so if anyone's got any money on him, who's got the most on him?
Is it a financial thing, like you just kind of?
And it's more a family thing, definitely. But like, I've got just change of dreams, brother. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well spend it with my daughter. Who knows? But you might see me on the Australian circuit. But that's it for me for MMA.
Now, the MMA community is not happy with Dana White today over this. To read off the responses on X, it's got to be embarrassing for the organization, no? Like, after NBA, NFL, MLB games, do players ever get on the mic stating financial struggles like this? They may want bigger contracts for greed, but nothing like this. Whenever he used to finish fights, Dana never rewarded him with $50K. Someone replied all of his UFC wins are first-round finishes too. Crazy how he only got one bonus overall. One bonus like 8 years ago. Dana White is a hater. If someone makes a legit GoFundMe, I would donate to dude. Hate to see fighters hurting for money. Honestly, so sad to see. Unfortunately, that's the UFC for you. I bet if the UFC allowed the fighters to have sponsors again, other than the ones that the UFC picks, then fighters wouldn't be complaining so much about money. Really hope the UFC loses in court. And then see Dana paying off some TikToker's 6-figure casino marker at Red Rock. Crushed to watch this. The amount of people that will defend the fighters' ridiculously low revenue percentage is a big part of the problem. NFL 48.5%, NBA 49 to 51%, MLB 48.5% to 51.7%, NHL 50%, UFC 10 to 15%. The guys who generate the money aren't getting any of it. When is something going to happen? A UFC mainstay like Tyson Pedro should not be talking about his retirement as a broke man. Dana White should be embarrassed. Feel like it's a bad/sad look when Dana White is gambling on stream every other night, playing $50K a hand blackjack, and handing out $250,000 backpacks of cash to the Nelk boys, and a guy like Tyson Pedro seemingly is retiring because he can't pay his bills doing this as a career. Sad and entertaining fighter like Pedro has to retire because of money. Shaking my head. And Dana White absolutely pathetic. Greed. Should be ashamed of yourself. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to the footage of Aljamain Sterling getting pranked. It says, tell dude to prank Strickland next. The second one's from Ravenger803. It says, Khabib will be 70 years old and the UFC will still be trying to get him on UFC 500. And the final one's from George St. Henry. It says, Aljo is as good an actor as he was a champion. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.